Hey everybody, today we're going to be reading chapter 20 of Joshua, and after I get done reading scripture, I'm going to explain what I think about it, how I feel about it. And I'm not an expert in scripture at all, so please do not lean on my understanding, but trust in the Lord for understanding and for guidance. Oh, excuse me. And if I mispronounce any names, places, people, words, anything like that, I do apologize. And I'm reading from my Bible. It's the New Living Translation for those who want to follow along. And without further ado, let's get started. The Lord said to Joshua, "Now tell the Israelites to designate the cities of refuge as I instructed Moses. Anyone who kills another person accidentally and unintentionally can run to one of these cities. They will be places of refuge for relatives seeking revenge for the person who was killed. Upon reaching one of these cities, the one who caused the death will appear before the elders at the city gate and present his case. They must allow him to enter the city and give him a place to live among them. If the relatives of the victim come to avenge the killing, the leaders must not release the slayer to them, for he killed the other person unintentionally and without previous hostility. But the slayer must stay in that city and be tried by the local assembly, which will render a judgment. And he must continue to live in that city until the death of the high priest who was in office at the time of the accident. After that, he is free to return to his own home in the town from which he fled. The following cities were designated as cities of refuge: Kadesh of Galilee in the hill country of Naphtali, Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, and Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the hill country of Judah. On the east side of the Jordan River, across from Jericho, the following cities were designated: Bezer in the wilderness plain of the tribe of Reuben, Ramoth in Gilead in the territory of the tribe of Gad, and Golan in Bashan in the land of the tribe of Manasseh. These cities were set apart for all the Israelites as well as the foreigners living among them. Anyone who accidentally killed another person could take refuge in one of these cities. In this way, they could escape being killed in revenge prior to standing trial before the local assembly." Thus ends the reading of chapter 20 of Joshua. My bad, y'all. Hold on. I keep on, I'm smelling the air, and it's because I just cut my heat on, and it smells like fish. I don't understand. It'll be alright, I guess. I don't know. We'll check again. And it's it's weird. It's weird that it's smelling like fish. Y'all already know where I am. I'm parked here up in Panera. So it's weird that it's smelling like fish. And for those, y'all probably don't know, all of y'all probably don't know this about me. I mean, unless a relative or something like that, or a close friend, watching my videos and you know me. But every week I wash my clothes, and I take showers every day or every other day, all depending on how I'm smelling, but I keep myself clean and stuff. So I don't understand why it's smelling like fish. Now, I know that, when I'm on my period and stuff, I smell like fish, but it ain't this strong, And my period hasn't even started yet. So I really don't know where the smell is coming from. But okay, it'll be alright. It'll be fine. My heat work too, and it's 35 degrees outside. According to my car, it's 35 degrees. And I got my heat on. My heat work, so shoot, we good. We good. But anyway, the city of refuge is what this chapter, well, the cities of refuge is what this short chapter 20 is about. And I do understand that accidents happen. It's been plenty of times where, you can accidentally hurt somebody, accidentally kill somebody, whatever, and it's great that they had a city, in which they could flee, but in today's time, I don't know if you could even do all that. Like, in all honesty, like, I'm just thinking about it. Like, if you truly accidentally killed someone and it was unintentional and you didn't harbor no hostility or anything towards this person, it was just truly an accident, I seriously doubt that in today's time that they just gonna let you go off scot-free. Like, you gonna get some type, like, I don't know if you gonna get locked up at all, but I know that the family is not gonna be, I know that most families ain't, they gonna want some justice for they family member, being killed or whatever. Like, they gonna want something to happen to you, like, I don't know. Because, like, in this world, the justice system is just messed up. So I really don't know. I don't know what would happen. I mean, you honestly, you rarely hear about an accidental killing or something being an accident, and it's actually an accident. Like I understand people all the time wanting to say, oh, it was self-defense, or oh, it was an accident or something like that, when in actuality it wasn't. It was that, like, they literally intended to harm this person, kill this person, or whatever, like. But rarely do you ever hear about some, like a true accident happening, and what the justice system decided to do, because of that. But at least back in the day, they had cities of refuge where, you can live out your life in safety and stuff. The closest thing I can think about is like witness protection. That's the closest thing I could think about as like a city of refuge situation. So like let's say somebody did a crime, and like a murder or whatever, and you the witness for it, and they know that you being the witness to their murder and everything, the authorities and stuff know that you're not safe, because that person who did that crime that you witnessed is gonna come after you. So they put you in witness protection, where you could be able to live out your life in safety and stuff, and the person who did the crime that you witnessed won't be able to find you and stuff. Like, that's the closest thing I can think of. I can think of as like a recent thing, like a modern thing. But another thing that I could think of is that you literally flee the state. Like that's the only thing that I could think of. Like, you flee the country, go to another state or whatever, you actually, leave and go somewhere else. You change your name or whatever, take on a new identity or whatever, and you leave, in order to, protect yourself or whatever. But like, that's the closest thing that I can think of, like, yeah, that's the closest thing that I can think of, in all honesty. Like, yeah, modern stuff is different than than what they did back then. But Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of anybody I've never heard of something accidentally happening to someone, and and what was the outcome of that. Like, okay, like for example, like I have a relative where their eye got messed up because of some fireworks, and I don't know if it was an accident. I feel like it was an accident, but I don't know. Like, I don't know, if that was accidentally done by someone else to him. I don't know what happened to to that person. Like, I don't know, what I don't know what what the punishment was for that or anything like that. Like, I just don't know. But all I do know, though, is that accidents happen all the time. We just don't hear about them a lot, and we don't know what happens. Like, in all honesty, if I was to accidentally harm someone or kill someone or whatever, and I didn't have no ill intention or anything towards them, and it was truly an accident, and I didn't have any hostility towards them or whatever, first of all, I would be grieving and I'd be upset because I accidentally hurt somebody or killed somebody. I would be grieving, and honestly, I would want to do my best in order to, give that family the so-called justice or whatever that they wanted. Of course, I want my punishment to fit the crime. It's like, okay, if I did injure someone and unintentionally or whatever, and the family was, that hurt and everything by it, and if they wanted me to suffer the same injury, then it would suck. But yeah, I would give them that. I'd give them that. But if it was a murder or something, like, I wouldn't want to die, but I wouldn't want to die. Like, I don't mind being, going to jail for however long, but I mean, hey, like basically, I would want the punishment to fit the crime, because it's an accident. So it was an accident. So it's like, I don't think the accidental killing is warrant my death or anything. Like, I don't think it's warrant my death. But if you want me to be locked up or whatever, or something like that, for a certain length of time, or you want me to serve your family forever, or I don't know, like, whatever punishment would fit the crime, I would do that. I would do that for them, and I mean, if it ends up being death, it ends up being death. It is what it is. But like, I would do my best in order to, appease the family, but in the right way. Because some people just feel like, anybody who do anything messed up to them, they need to die or whatever. And I'm looking like, no, not every single last messed up thing that gets done to you is warrant death. So a lot of things that could be done to you that's not warrant death. Like, just because someone slap you in your face, that don't mean that you deserve to take their whole life. Like that's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, the City of Refuge thing, I think that's super cool. But like, I just straight up don't know how it would be, how that would work in modern time. I can literally see someone accidentally getting killed, and that that killer, going to a City of Refuge in modern time, and the family literally going and killing the person, even though they was in the City of Refuge. Like I can see that happening. I can see it happening. Like I could really see it happening. So I don't think that'll work in today's time, but it's a wonderful thing that they had back then, and they followed those rules. I guess I'm praying, I'm hoping that they followed them rules. It'd be interesting to see, you know, what would happen to a person if they didn't follow the rules. But that's another thing with the city of refuge. I remember they said that you know, if you accidentally kill another person and everything, you know, and you in the city of refuge and stuff because it was an accident, but if you go outside the city, if you leave the city of refuge, if you go outside the city and you end up getting killed by the family, ain't nothing we can do. Ain't nothing we can do. You shouldn't have left the city. And I'm looking like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It's just like in witness protection. It's just like in witness protection. Like if you witness someone, killing, if you witness a criminal kill someone, you know, and you under witness protection and everything, you know, in order to, you know, prevent yourself from being killed, you know, by this criminal. If you leave witness protection, if you leave your, you know, if you leave the spot where they got you in order to protect you and stuff, if you leave and that criminal end up killing you, ain't nothing they could do because you left the witness protection. You left. Like, you left. Ain't nothing they could do. Ain't nothing they could. I mean, the only thing they could probably do is just add that to his already charges, to the criminal already charges. But like, ain't nothing they could really do for you because I mean, you didn't lost your life and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna keep y'all. It's just it was a short chapter anyway. And it's just got me thinking about, you know, how we would go about doing that in modern times. But you always hear on the news about people who actually killed someone for, like, legit reason. Well, I'm not going to say legit reasons because, you know, I don't want to... I feel like the only person that could take life and, you know, who could take life away is God. But, you know, in the whole thou shalt not kill thing, you know, we're not supposed to be killing nobody. But yeah, like if hold on, I'm gonna remember what I was saying. I'm gonna remember what I was saying. But yeah, I don't really know how we would do this in modern times. Because on the news, we always hear about people who intentionally kill someone for whatever reason they got. They intentionally killed the person. Like, it was previous hostility, or they did it just because they felt like it, or, you know, for whatever reason they have, they intentionally did the crime, though. And that's what we always hear about on the news. So it's like, for people who unintentionally do something for accidents, I really don't know how our world handles it. Or how this world handles it. Excuse me. I might live in this world, but I am not of this world because I'm a child of God. So, excuse me. I don't know how this world will handle it, you know. But at least according to the Bible, we know how the Lord handles it. You know, because I mean, he specifically had them do cities of refuge because he knew accidental killings, you know, what was going to happen. I mean, accidents happen all the time, you know, so, and he's trying to protect those who accidentally hurt someone, you know, and didn't mean to, because accidents always happen. So, yep, that's it. That's all I got to say about this chapter. Thank y'all so much for listening. I love you. Jesus loves you. And have a blessed day. Bye.